Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And with flags down, he's up near the 40, but it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From midfield, here's Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
29.
On first down, Carr. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Running it, Washington. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
29.
Carr to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
All right. Go, doctor. 53, come high. Mary left.
Keenum now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Carr to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play action. It's Keenum. Rolling to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Keenum on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, here's Keenum. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On play action, now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34. 29. 29. Low.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Hey, 52. Get out. We're good.
Shit. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys...
we're good.
Be good, be good, be good.
Mary left, Mary left.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, 3 down.
Hey, go Roger.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Hey, out.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On second down, here's Keenum. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Jam, jam.
From the gun, it's Keenum. He'll let this thing go for 6. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 44 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Here goes the hot. Right 20.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Keenum to throw on second down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, go Roger.
4 down, 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
6:37.
Shotgun now for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Carr. He's going to lock one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Flushed it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Keenum to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
22. Hey, orange. Orange. Mary left.
Watch the safety creep.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Hey, Raider 2.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On second down, here's Carr. Throw left side, complete. It's Marshall. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Crash down, crash. Oh, yeah.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Buying time to his hip, and it's a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, now he bowls it over. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like fourth. Fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's go!
Everyone's got four down. Alert flow.
A first throw for the backup Foles. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Let's go!
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight end right. Hey.
Here's Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness. What a late turn of events here. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Here we go.
Now Foles. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Foles. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey. 4 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3 down.
They'll look to throw. Caught on a slant. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Having a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. In his own end zone, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
All right, good set, fellas. White Monday down.
On play action, now Carr. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Down. 180.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Kill. Turn.
180. We're good.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Carr gives it off to Washington. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that run caps off a 99-yard drive.
Would it be safe to say that that finishing run is an exclamation point on this one?
Big time. I mean, 99-yard drive.
I mean, when you start that, all you're thinking about as an offense is somehow trying to create room for your punter. And if you can get 2 first downs, you've considered the drive a success. I don't know what you call this. All the way down, putting in the end zone. That's pretty spectacular.
Ultimate success. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Freeman again. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Great.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And an alley to run. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Watch tight end's right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Hey. Go. Get set. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
We're there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the give, this is Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Right back to Washington. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Oakland, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.